Dutch ID cards will soon omit gender, and a man in one stolen vehicle flees officers, crashes into a woman driving a separate stolen vehicle. And don't wear deodorant on the train, says Berlin's transport company. These are the weird stories for Wednesday. This is Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast hosted by yours truly. I'm Jonesy. I'm a Los Angeles comedian recording in a closet. I hope you enjoy these weird stories from around the world. Let's get right to it. Dutch ID cards will soon omit gender, says the minister. The minister of Deutschland. Gender apparently will cease to be mentioned on identity cards in the Netherlands in the next few years because it is, quote, unnecessary information, says the cultural minister. The cultural minister, Ingrid van Engelshoven, wrote a letter to Parliament. I want to write a letter to Parliament. How do you do that? Everyone's writing letters to Parliament. Ingrid says gender categories should be omitted from the ID cards starting in 2024. Van Engelshoven said that she intended to limit, where possible, the unnecessary registration of gender, even if such information would continue to be included on passports in line with European Union regulations. Well, won't that be a speed bump to your citizens traveling throughout Europe, though, if they don't have their gender on the ID? I don't know. I'm just guessing here. The Netherlands will not be the first member state whose ID cards omit gender. The German ID card does not include it, the minister wrote. People should be able to create their own identity and live in full freedom and security, said Van Engelshoven. As you would expect, Dutch LGBTI rights organizations welcome this move to a genderless ID card. It is excellent news for people who encounter problems with these sorts of categories on their ID cards on a daily basis, said the LGBTI community spokesman, or spokeswoman, or spokesentity. And it's also good news for whoever believes that the contents of your underwear does not concern the government or the authorities. The Netherlands are pretty progressive. They took steps towards recognizing a third sex in 2018 when Dutch intersex individuals won the right not to define themselves as male or female on their birth certificates. Wow, this is a step forward. I mean, I don't really have a dog in this fight here. I don't really give a damn what's on my ID. But I know people that do, and they're very concerned, and for them, this is a big win, and I'm happy for them. I for one, would like to see ID cards just go away forever. Like, there's just no need for these things. You just, you scan me, use some technology where I don't have to carry around this damn thing. It's just an extra thing I got to carry around. I hate it. When you lose your license, you're like, man, the world stops for 3 weeks while you get the damn thing replaced. It's like you can't do shit. So stupid. It's so stupid that this little card, if I don't have it on me, I can't do anything. It makes no sense. I can't stand it. It's just like a thing I got to remember. I got to remember a social security number. Who asks for that? I come out of a womb and they're like, memorize this number. It's 10 digits. I'm like, whoa, easy. I have a hard time remembering 2 digits. I got to remember 10 digits? What are you doing? It's complicated. It's never easy. No one's social security number is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, the way that you want it to be. No, it's some complicated jumble of numbers that have nothing to do with anything. Your date of birth ain't in there. Your year of birth ain't in there. Your zip code ain't in there. Where does this number come from? I have no idea. I don't want to remember this number. I want to do away with my numbers. I want to do away with my IDs. You figure it out with the technology, okay? You figure it out. Facial recognition. I don't give a damn. Whatever it takes. Sick of IDs. Oh, man, I had to get that off my chest. I've been wanting to say that for years. Do you guys agree? Do you hate IDs? Do you want to see them gone? Do you think that removing your gender off the ID is a good thing? The way that the Dutch people and the Germans are doing it, apparently? Is it necessary to have a gender on there? How do you feel about this? I don't know. I'm asking you, the weirdos, the listeners of this show, to call and let me know. 646-450-2012. A man in one stolen vehicle flees police officers, crashes into a woman driving a separate stolen vehicle. Ooh, it's a 2-for-1. This happened in Newberg, Oregon. What is this place about, huh? Is it just the land of stealing cars? What is this? The capital of Grand Theft Auto? Newberg, Oregon? Two drivers in separate stolen vehicles have been arrested following a crash in Newburgh over the weekend. On Sunday morning, very early, officers responded to a report of a suspect that just stole somebody's Toyota Land Cruiser. The stolen vehicle was located minutes later as it went through town, according to the police. Yeah, it was just going through town. Yeah, I steal cars, and what do you do with them? I just go through town. I look for another stolen car, and I crash into it. It's stolen car, bumper car. Extravaganza. The suspect attempted to elude the police, of course, through downtown Newburgh. Then it crashed into a Buick Regal near East Franklin and College. Oh, you know that intersection, guys. It's very dicey. The driver of the Toyota, identified as Randy Lee Cooper. Randy Lee Cooper. Can't trust those Randy Lees. Age 27 of Portland, arrested for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, attempting to elude the police, and third-degree assault, reckless driving, other related crimes. According to the police, officers learned that the Buick that Lee Cooper ran into was also stolen, reported 3 weeks ago. The driver in the stolen Buick, identified as Kristen Nicole Begway, age 25 of Newburgh, was found to be under the influence and was arrested, and is now dating Randy Lee. I'm kidding. That'd be awesome if they were. Yeah, they're on an app called Stolen Cars for Us. Yes, this Kristen was under the influence, driving women that steal cars. That just blows me away. I've never met a female car thief. I think that'd be pretty fascinating. Lady car thieves, man. Where are you? You're obviously out there. I don't know of any. I've only met male car thieves. Well, this girl was under the influence. She's facing charges of driving under the influence of intoxicants. Of intoxicants. I love how they call it. Unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. I love how they just categorize it as unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. You mean stolen? Excuse me, you're not authorized to use that motor vehicle. Yeah, like who's authorized, okay? My license doesn't say you are therefore authorized to drive this vehicle. I just think this wording is hilarious with the unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, a.k.a. stealing. Oh, my goodness. That is unauthorized use of my candy. You stole my candy. I mean, it's just silly behavior to me. Anybody up in Newburgh, Oregon, can you attest to the high level of stolen cars over there? What is going on? I don't get it. Is it difficult to get your own car up there? Are the prices of vehicles just so crazy that you can't get your own vehicle? Does nobody have a license? It's hard to get a license? What's going on in Newburgh? All of this unauthorized use of motor vehicles up there in Oregon. I'm very concerned. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. Don't wear deodorant, says one of Berlin's transportation companies. This is a coronavirus-related story. A Berlin transportation operator named BVG is appealing to commuters that ride their trains to stop using deodorant in order to encourage people to wear their masks properly on public transportation. Oh, they're not wearing masks over there either? I thought it was just America. Here's a quote from the company on social media. Given that so many people think they can wear their masks under their noses, we're getting tough. We're asking people not to wear deodorant. You'll wear your mask now, won't you? Yeah, mouth and nose coverings are mandatory on public transportation in Germany and in restaurants and shops as part of efforts to combat the spread of the coronavirus. But apparently, it's not working totally. People who are flouting the rules, and they're facing steep fines. I would like to know how much the fine is, and why can't we institute some steep fines in the United States for not wearing masks? I think that would be a great idea. You know, in very crowded spaces, of course, like restaurants and trains, public transportation, of course. Why not? Still, it's not unusual to see people wearing masks incorrectly, usually by covering just the mouth, leaving their nose out in the open on these Berlin subways. The BVG transportation company said it was hoping to harness the power of personal body odor, which can be especially potent on a packed underground train in the summertime. They're hoping this will help offending mask wearers change their ways. It suggested people forego deodorant, adding, "So now do you still want to have your nose out smelling this?" Yes. I don't think this is going to work. It's just funny, and it probably gave you some free press. But I like where you're going with it, using humor to shame people into wearing their masks. But I think you should just let these people not wear their masks. Let them get a steep fine and learn their lesson, because you deserve a fine if you're flouting the mask rules on a crowded subway. Really? A crowded subway? You're not going to wear your mask? What are you, out of your mind? That is the ultimate in selfish behavior, really. And this transportation company's sick of it, I tell you. Sick of it. Just put more police on the trains. Give people more fines. That'll change their ways. This company gets very, very crazy with their advertisements. They took aim at U.S. President Donald Trump with one of their recruitment posters, which read, "Well, Donald, don't you want to become a bus driver instead? Think about it. You give the directions. You'll always have a reason to swear. You can rip people off. And being overweight isn't an issue. Neither are small hands, and no one expects you to be tactful. Don't you want to be a bus driver, Donald? Don't you?" This company's really funny. Making fun of our president with the thing. You know? You know what's crazy is, like, the rest of the world knows our president's name, but if you were like, "Hey, Jonesy, who's the president of Germany?" I'm like, I have no idea. Do they even have a president? Who is the president? Do you have a minister instead? Is it perhaps a king? Or some sort of emperor? I don't even know what you call the person who runs Germany. A chairperson? What would you call it? Anybody in Germany? I know I have some German listeners. I think I do. No, I really don't know. I'm not sure. But if I do, please reach out to me. You have the email, funnyjones@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from people in other places, especially Europe. Or call the show if you could. I don't know if you can make this phone call from Germany, but it's 646-450-2012. I would love for you to call and with a German accent make fun of my president some more. Could you please do that? That would be hilarious. Yes, that's right. I would appreciate the insult. Yes. If you like podcasts, check out Spotify. You can listen to all your favorite artists and podcasts in one place for free. You don't even need a premium account. Spotify has a huge selection of podcasts on every topic, including this one that you're listening to right now. And you can easily share what you're listening to with friends on Instagram as well. So download the Spotify app, search for your favorite podcast, and also make sure to follow Weird AF News and never miss an episode. Yes, download Spotify and make your life easier. Yay! Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Weird AF News with your earlobes and all of your attention. Are you drunk? Are you sober? I would love to know. Call the show and tell me what state of mind you're in. Weird AF News is best listened when you're in another chemical zone. Stupid. I didn't know what to say. So I'm like, a chemical zone? What are you talking about? I mean when you're on the chemicals, you know. I listen to Weird AF News when I'm very high. I'm just kidding. I don't listen to Weird AF News. I record Weird AF News. But I know some of you listen in various states of mind. It's okay. You can share that with Jonesy. You can share some of your stuff with me. Duh. What are you talking about? I'll give you my address. What are you, crazy? I'm kidding. I don't condone any of that behavior. Stop it. Stop it. Stop offering things to me, all right? Keep it on the up and up, all right, as they say. Keep it. I got loads of love for people. Loads of love. To Allison Andrew. She sent me a PayPal payment. Oh my God. Allison Andrew, I love you. Allison, sending me money. I love you so much for supporting the show. Allison Andrew is an OG fan of Red AF News, don't you know? I don't know. I'm just making up bad songs. She wrote me a little quote, too, with the payment. She wrote, "'Cause it's been a while and I'm still listening. Thanks for what you do." Oh. Appreciate that. You're still listening. It has been a while, hasn't it been a while? It's been so long, Allison. Where you been? Hello? What took you so long, to say what's up? Just reach out to me. Say hello. I love to hear from you. Sit down. We'll have some coffee. We'll talk. Yes, it's been a while, and I'm grateful that you're listening still. You could have stopped listening at any moment. I wouldn't have blamed you. It's a lot of weird shit to get through. I tell you, it can just get old. 5 days a week? I mean, I'm asking a lot from my listeners. I really am. And you know, because there's just only so much news you can take in. You know, it just gets very overwhelming. I don't know about you, though, but I find Weird AF News, though, to be, like, palatable news compared to what's out there. Like, I go on Twitter and I want to rip my hair out. I'm like, like, I just read about the Black Plague is coming back. What the hell? Oh my God. And then I'm like, why do I even turn on any mainstream news? Why? This is what happens. The bubonic plague is coming. Oh my goodness. We're already dealing with a virus. Man, do you remember when killer hornets were flying about in the spring? I just wanted to die. Ugh. It's just crazy out there. Anyways, why did I ramble about that? I guess I was just saying how Weird AF News is not as bad as that stuff, at least. So you could actually make this your regular, daily news, and you don't even really need to look at the other shit. You really don't. It's just going to make you want to slit your wrist. I'm just telling you what's out there, guys. So yeah. So I thank you for your support, Alice and Andrew, and anyone else who supported the show. I really appreciate it. If you could tell a friend about it, that would be super supportive as well. Just tell a friend that they might want to check out Weird AF News and stop reading about the bubonic plague. It might do something for their blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? It might improve their life a little bit. They might be able to put the pills down. I don't know. Maybe drink a little bit less. Weird AF News is here to make you laugh sometimes. So maybe it'll make life a little easier for you. I know I go on angry rants as well. But I mean, they're kind of funny because they're ridiculous, right? I don't know. You tell me. I ask you for feedback. Yes. Join the Patreon, by the way. That's my feedback. Join the Patreon. Check it out. patreon.com/weirdafnews. If you can't tell a friend about the show, you can join the Patreon. And it's like you became a special friend of mine. And you get to hang out with the weirdos and Club Weird. Yes. The Patreon, a great place to be. Patreon.com/weirdafnews. Follow me on the gram @FunnyJones. That's Instagram @FunnyJones. And you can see what I'm up to on a daily basis, which isn't much really. You know, working a job and posting pictures of my food. You guys like what I eat? I made a nice dish today with mushrooms. It's pretty good. Not those kinds of mushrooms, guys. Come on now, stop it. Although if you got some, I'll give you my address.
Oh, good God, man. Not 3, not 4, 5 times. 5 times this lady called. 5 times this lady called to get a ride. You think in that amount of time she would have dialed a different number by mistake and drunkenly spoke to somebody else and some lonely bastard would come pick her up? But no, she got the police and now she's in jail. Man, Jonesy, I like to say I'm upset. I like to say I'm mad. I like to say, but you know what, man? Leave her in there. You know, man, this is the angry Florida man trying to be rational about these situations. And it just keeps coming down to every time I try to defend, I just get more angrier and angrier. And Jonesy, this lady's from the Central Florida. This is the heartland of Florida. Anyway, man, it's nice talking to you. I hope you had yourself a good 4th of July. Oh, this is just blasphemy, Jonesy. I just heard you tell a story about some crazy French woman who's making bread, yeast out of pee, female pee from a porta potty. Oh, my God, I am a bread man. This gives a whole new meaning to the word French loaf.